Hey, the screen is black. It's not your fault. I'm I have the phone charging and the charger is connected to the back of the computer and it's really the distance is like it's a foot long cable. So the anyway, whatever. I have a minor update, but it's something that results in a massive message from source or download or whatever you want to call it that I got. Because last night I was ready to go to bed around, and last night being, what day was it? Friday or Thursday, August 29th. Right around midnight, 1 a.m., I had the most intense feeling of being like another version of me that was still not all the other versions of me that I've known. This other version of me was this. Oh my God. I'm going to be really honest with you. I felt so trampy. Like, not, HORNY, just really alive with sexual energy that was all through my body, but nothing in terms of arousal. It was a very pure form of sexual energy. And I hope that makes sense. Like, it wasn't one of those things where it's like you want to hook up or you want to do this or that. And mind you, I've been celibate for almost 3 years. But I felt this surge of, I don't know how to call it. I've never felt anything that way, or at least I don't think I have. It was as if another version of me that had mastered the use of sexual energy for creation. And it didn't feel like it was a male version of me or a female version of me. Anyway, I was up till 7 in the morning and I could not sleep. Every time I wanted to sleep, I wanted to create something. I wanted to paint something. I wanted to draw or to write or to go driving or riding a bike or to go across the lake. I wanted to fly. I was having like massive amounts of like the urge, the sensation, the desire, the intent to fly. It was weird. Oh my God. It was so nuts. And my entire body felt alive. It was like I was connected to everyone and everything was fine. There was just laughter, there was humor. All my problems seemed to be like they were nothing. It was just to laugh at. Like, oh, this person did this. Whatever. It just means that. If, oh, he did that or she did that, this is what it means. There was an instant kind of answer to everything that I have been going through, but from the point of view as if this person was an emperor in another society, kind of like I don't know how to describe it. I've never experienced, read about, or seen a person or an energy in a person in the way I felt last night. You know how they have in Firefly or Serenity, there was that one girl who was the concubine or the like she had a harem, or I don't know, she was like a, I don't know. I'm so disoriented right now. I don't know how to explain this to you. This energy felt like it had mastered the use of all forms of energy. And as I finally fell asleep last night as that person, I woke up in another place. I closed my eyes here. I calmed my thoughts. I was doing my intentions and imaginings for where I want to be. And I woke up somewhere completely different, an entire different planet, an entire different reality. It was strange. It didn't look like any. I mean, if I was gonna guess what planet it was on, probably like the core or like maybe some surface on Jupiter, because the sky looked very Jupiterian. Like, it wasn't a blue sky, it was a swirly, like swirly swirl sky. And there were people there learning how to become gods, learning how to utilize the power of creation, but in the baby stages. Like they kept these people there on that planet or planetoid or asteroid, whatever the heck it was floating around inside of Jupiter's storm, so that their energetic disasters, chaos, whatever they create, wouldn't leave the storms. It would stay underneath the storm, and then they would be able to be contained, kind of like a Hogwarts in in Jupiter, actually. Weird. And I was charged with assisting this other creator god being who was maybe around, like, in human years, I'd say probably 11 or 12 years old. And I had to go teach this person. And in the dream, I'm like, what am I going to teach this person? Like, all I know about creation is... Sorry, there was just a really weird noise behind me. I think my apartment's haunted. And I'm not all that big on, like, ghosts or spirits in that way, because I've always been around them. And what I know of this whole reality, which is very little, I can tune into these things easily. So that was weird, because usually I don't feel anything in this apartment. But then there's these moments where it's like I shift into this in-between where there's so many spirits. Even my plants, when I have them in this apartment, sometimes they like completely dry up and die within a week. It's so strange. Something so strange is happening. Anyway, this kid I was supposed to be teaching, I was teaching him how to create a universe and how to heal a universe once you break it. Because apparently I'm really good at breaking things and then putting them back together better. So I'm teaching this kid, and the most important part of this dream, because it was literally, I was there for a lifetime. I quite freaking literally lived an entire life in the last 12 hours of Earth time. Earth time. I lived an entire life on this other planet. And when I went to sleep there, I woke up here. So I'm exhausted. I don't feel like my body rested at all. What I was teaching him about this stuff is the process of how to utilize light. Very, very detailed, intricate things regarding light, but they all had to do with emotions being the thread, while the light is the needle, and the universe is the actual tapestry you're weaving. It was, oh my God. I'm going to try to break it down for you, this entire lifetime of lessons, in a brief, short sentence, because I'm going to go. I need more coffee. I don't know what I need right now. I feel so disoriented. Like, I'm so aware that I'm in a human body. Ugh. You can utilize light, but if you look at light as a fabric of creation, you can utilize that fabric to create garments and things for yourself. So how do you do this? I don't have enough time in this video to teach you this. I absolutely do not. What I do have time for is showing you that you already know how to do this. Because if I'm here to teach you how to do this, that means there is already an aspect of you that is teachable in this aspect. Kind of like a square peg with a square hole. You already have like the appropriate piece, which means if you look at that piece for yourself, you will be able to figure it out. If you go, the thing I saw in the downloads I was getting was about sunlight, the solar storms, lunar light, and the Earth's actual light itself. I think it's called the Luciferase glow. or the luciferase something. It's this innate glow of the earth itself, where when there's no other lights, even moonlight or sunlight, the earth has an ambience, whatever. If you can harness that light and mix it with your own light, so you feel the light, the sun's light, the earth's light, the moon's light in the palm of your hand or all over your body or all over your shoulders, and then you breathe it into you as if you're actually breathing in air. After enough repetition of this throughout a few days, maybe weeks, however long it takes you, you start actually developing a sensory capacity to be aware of it and to utilize it. It's almost like forming gills to breathe underwater, but you're not forming gills, you're forming an energetic avenue in your meridians and in your other bodies to utilize this for the benefit of your physical body, as well as the other ones. Oh my God, I hope this makes sense. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. You have the capacity within you to utilize light as power, and not a power to destroy, but a power to create, because we've been denied a bunch of, like, we have a handicap on what we can do here, just like they have this force field, limitation field around them on that planetoid in Jupiter or Jupiter's surface, where they can't affect anything outside of the storm. And in the storm there are little sphere type places where it's a containment field, where they can't exit that field, but they're not trapped in there. It's like a pocket universe for each student. You can do this, and it's fascinating. I would advise that you use it to help heal your body first. And while you're doing this, you're going to become aware of your thoughts. Like, once you're tuning into this light energy, you're going to realize your thoughts a lot more. And that everything you're feeling in your body regarding these, like your illnesses or your issues or your depression or your anxiety, or he doesn't love me, or she doesn't want me, or whatever, or, you know, you're unattractive, or you're this or that. It is all in your head. It is all thoughts. And those thoughts affect your body in a way where your body feels attacked by those thoughts, and then it responds as if it has been attacked by those thoughts that you thought. Now, in this place we're in, on this planet Earth thing, other people can put thoughts into your head. Entities and energies, ghosts and spirits can put thoughts in your head. And if you're not aware of this light energy or your own energy field, you're going to think that those thoughts are yours. But once you tune into this light energy, because of how still and quiet your mind has to become, you realize that some of those thoughts you're thinking aren't your own. It's fascinating, actually, to realize how quiet your actual mind and being really are. It's very peaceful. And then you realize the noise of the world. And then there will be a moment where you feel massive amounts of sympathy and compassion for yourself, because you've been punishing yourself with thoughts that weren't your own your entire life. So I looked on Facebook, I looked on YouTube, I asked my inner guidance what this stuff was, and I saw a picture of a solar storm. And as soon as I saw that picture, I got a download of utilizing solar energy to travel timelines, realities, dimensions, healing the body, healing the meridians, veins, nerves, skin cells, all of it, all the energy structures of your etheric body and all of it, with these storms. So you know how people say you're going to get headaches and you're going to do this, you might feel nauseous. That's your cue that you're not utilizing the energetic gift being given to you through the sun. You're like letting it affect you, but you're not putting it to good use. Kind of like if you're standing out in the rain, you could be, you know, enjoying the rain or running from the rain. You could be holding a bucket of water to collect rainwater or, you know, kissing the love of your life, or someone you're on a date with, or just having fun and taking pictures. Or you could be screaming like a lunatic and saying, "It's wet, I'm gonna get wet, it's so cold, oh my god," and then running. The solar storm is the same way. You have the capacity, not only through like plants and photosynthesis, but actual energetic work, to where you're not using it for survival, you're using it for creation. You can take that energy, you just have to be conscious of it. And if it's making you, like the solar storm that was yesterday, I think, and then another one's supposed to arrive September 1st through the 3rd, somewhere, some solar flare or something. If you can just be at peace within yourself energetically, ignore your thoughts as much as you can, but don't ignore them in a way where you're just letting them go by in a, you know, frivolous kids running amok kind of way, but more of a, you're paying attention to them, but you're also ignoring them. Like you're not reacting to them and you're not responding to them. You're simply watching them flow and then picking out the bad ones and transmuting them to good ones. So if you're sitting there meditating and you get a thought that says, "I'm so busy," change it immediately to, "I am at peace and there is plenty of time for everything and everyone." If you get a thought that's like, "Oh, I'm so unhealthy," change it immediately to, "I am a being of perfect health and well-being." If you're thinking to yourself, "Hell, he doesn't love me," be like, "I am loved, respected, and adored by everyone, everywhere." So just change those thoughts while you're meditating and feeling that sun energy. You don't even have to go into a meditative state. Just go outside and sit in the sun, palms up, and feel like you're pulling in sunlight. I mean, if you're in the pool, this thing about people is making such a big deal out of energy, okay? Let me make this really simple for you. If you're sitting in a pool of water, you are feeling the energy of the water. If you're standing in a plain, like a fort or a hill or a field of grass where the wind is blowing easily, you're feeling the energy of the wind. If you're near a stove or a campfire, you're feeling the energy of the fire. You're simply resisting these things. That's why they feel like they're pushing against your body with heat, wetness, pressure, force, etc. If you're standing in a pool of water and you're allowing yourself to flow through the water, you can actually locate from anywhere in the world that water exists. You can move from where the sunlight is anywhere in the earth. Druids used to do this before. They would touch a rock and translocate anywhere in the world with another rock of that same type. So when you're sitting next to a campfire and you're feeling the warmth, you're utilizing the energy of it, but you're not pulling it into your body. You're just sensing it. What I'm asking you to do is utilize the solar energy and the lunar energy and the starlight energy. Feel it. Really feel it on your skin. And then pull it into you. And then let it out as something different. Create various, beautiful plants. Create new different types of trees. Imagine whatever the heck you want to imagine that would benefit the world with this, because it's an energy that isn't just meant for you. It is an energy meant for the creation of life. So as a creator, while you're here, utilize the energies of the star forces in the sky to create for the earth. Just like when the sunlight hits the plant blooms into a flower. Utilize it. Bring the sunlight into you and then let it come out of you in your hands or your imagination or your mind or your heartbeat or your breath as something else. I've been imagining a lot of flowers, a lot of different kinds of trees, a lot of different kinds of alternatives to grass. I've been imagining a ton of water, like the oceans being cleansed, the bottom of the ocean being cleansed, and a whole different type of ecosystem on there. Like coral reefs, but more bioluminescent plants. I gotta go. I love you. Sorry, that was the door, and I had to pause the video and go get the door. I need to go downstairs. My neighbor apparently needs me, and I'm being distracted by Matrix. So, yeah, I'm gonna go. Just imagine different things. Make new butterflies. I mean, you can spend a year, just a lifetime, just imagining different wings for butterflies, or a different method of butterfly, or better bees, you know? Help Mother Nature. Help creation. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I love you, and if you have any questions, ask them in the comments section, and I will answer you as efficiently as I'm able to. And please comment, or I mean like the videos, not because of me, but YouTube has this thing lately where it's like their algorithm, or the way they do their analytics, where some channels aren't being allowed to be seen depending on what they talk about, and how many likes, comments there are, and how many people actually subscribe and don't subscribe while they watch the videos. So if you're watching the videos, just kind of put a like on them, like, you know, I don't know, as a sign of appreciation or something for the information being out there, or just because you like hanging out with me. I don't know, whatever. It would just be nice to have this channel not be, I don't want to say censored, but handicapped by mathematical equations through a computer. Like, it's not even people doing it, it's a computer, where the less views or the less likes something has, the less it's promoted by YouTube. So yeah, that's the only reason. Like, other than that, I don't know. I'm fine with it. It's nice to see the likes though, because it lets me know you guys actually like the videos. Anyway, I'm gonna go because my neighbor's giving me that look. Bye.